here's how Jesus responds, and it's kind of blunt. It's just this really short statement: get up, take your bed, and walk. He does that in other places. If you look at Mark chapter 2 and verse 11, it's just a really terse command. And I don't know. I find that the answer is simple, it's short, and it feels blunt. I could be reading something wrong into that, but it feels blunt. And I'm sitting here thinking, has God ever had to be really blunt with me? And has God ever had to be really blunt with you?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's interesting. You say that you read this statement, get up, take your bed and walk, as being terse or blunt, but I don't read it that way.
Okay.
When I read
Maybe
that
I'm
passage,
hypersensitive because
No, I mean, it's succinct, but the way I read it is it's very specific because personally, I know oftentimes when I'm praying about things or I feel unsettled about something in my life, it's because it feels unresolved. Something feels random. And very often I pray a very specific prayer to God, and I ask him for a very specific answer, because for me, that just shows me he is answering me. I'm not reading into something vague or something nuanced. It just shows me, okay, God, this is my answer, and this is what you want me to do. And it gives me peace. It gives me assurance. It helps me to know, okay, Jean, this is the next step you have to take to follow God. And so I kind of see it as the paralytic. He's been there for 38 years. He's not in a good place mentally. He feels alone or is alone, one of the two, maybe both. And so Jesus is saying, do this and you will have the results that you want. And it gives him that impetus to believe and to take those steps and do what will give him the healing.
Okay, but let me ask you this, because I know God has had to be blunt with me, and we're probably going to run out of time before you can answer this, but have you ever asked God for something, but you know what he's going to say, and you're a little afraid that he's just going to tell you something you knew already, like, okay, if you want your life to go better in this area, you need to change the following, but you don't really want that to happen?
Oh, absolutely.
You'd like a roundabout, a workaround from God?
Yeah. You want to kind of hear what he wants you to do, and then put your own spin on it so you can still do it your own way. Yeah, very much. That's very much a human reaction. But I think that's why those specific prayers and those specific answers are really helpful to me, because they take away my desire to do that a little bit more, because it just shows me, God knows what's best, and this is the way to go. And if you follow it, that you'll have the ultimate healing and result, peace, all of those things as a result.